if you could choose to freeze your age at any time, what would you choose?
Freeze my age. I would say 30. I'd go just straight up 30 because I feel like that's a good middle ground. You're not like too young where you're like wild and crazy in your early 20s. You got a good grasp of life, but you feel like you're not getting older. I would say a lot of people that are 40, 50, 60, they feel like, man, I wish I was young. I don't know. I'm not 40 or 50
You
yet.
start questioning.
But I think 30 would be a solid age to freeze my life at.
Maybe I'm stupid then because I was like 23. Give me that young, footloose, fancy-free college life or just post-college life. The correct answer, though, according to the majority of people, said that if they could freeze their age at any time, people would choose 36. To me, 36. Too many responsibilities.
Does it say why? Like, do people explain, like, why is 36 the age? Is there something I'm missing out on?
Kind of what you brought up, right? You are more than likely settled into a career, settled in with life, good pace of life, but you still have good energy, good youthfulness. You don't feel like, oh, my bones are getting so old and brittle. You don't feel that. You don't look back with regret yet. I mean, you still, like, look back with
depending
fondness.
on your life, on what maybe you've done, looking back on regret.
I chose 23.
Okay,
Maybe I'm
so
stupid,
is this
but-
because you want to, like, party and be crazy?
I just think, to me, if I could freeze my age, I would want to freeze it where I don't have too many responsibilities. Like, again, I laugh at when people kids that just go to school and realize they get a 3-month break from everything, especially when they don't have a job. Heck, I thought about choosing like 14 and just being a 14-year-old for the rest of my life. I really like that age.
Yeah, kids are like, oh, my life is so busy. I'm like, you got 3 months off every year.
I think
enjoy it while you can.
Some high school kids, when they're busy with school, let's say they play a couple sports and they do a job, I will say
or
that's
instrument, they're in band or something.
Yeah, that's a very busy life. But, I'm talking like maybe freshman, sophomore in high school, and you're not doing any of that, and you're literally just get a 3-month break.
Ever freeze my life in high school. You are insane. You're crazy.
I had a great high school life.
I mean, I had a fine high school experience, but I wasn't one that I like loved high school. I couldn't wait to graduate.
You were the skater girl, though. I mean, so I was. You were like walking down in all black, and you were like, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't all black. But I was one of the. I was a My Chemical Romance fan.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that was part of your MO. I was the happy-go-lucky nerd that waited back for you when you went and dated all the bad boys. So I loved my high school career.
Well,
so no, I really would. I think choose maybe. Let me bump it up a year. I'll choose 24 because I still feel like
that year makes all the difference.
Yeah, it does. I think it does.
I'm choosing 30 because I've already had kids at that point.
Yeah.
And so I want to enjoy like my frozen life with my kids. How selfish are you?
True.
You're freezing your life before you even had a kid.
All right, let me ask you this. Do your kids stay the same age or do they grow? Because you got to be careful depending on how old you want your kids to freeze. And is it weird that your kids are going to be older than you eventually? You're like Benjamin Button.
If my kids are freezing, I mean, I don't really have anything to compare it to because my only child is 1. So I'd probably
Would you freeze
him.
right now?
I would freeze him right where he is. He's just about 18 months.
Forever.
Yes, because then I can always take care of him. He always needs me, and he still likes giving me snuggles right now.
Okay,
my heart, a piece of my heart will die the day he decides he doesn't want to snuggle me.
That's fine, but you have to realize if you freeze our kid at this age, you are going to run out of every kid's TV show episode in the next 10 years. Like you're
okay.
You're gonna watch.
We're gonna be okay.
You're gonna watch Mickey Mouse
We're
Clubhouse
gonna play.
for the
We're
rest
gonna
of your
do fun
life.
stuff because I'm gonna have energy because I'm 30.